darker colors absorb more sun, more heat, overheat, heat stroke, oh no. Your hair is no longer blonde, it is aquamarine. You can just shoop, shoop. I don't think I was built for extreme temperatures in general. Hey, it's Betty, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. As you may have already heard, Europe is roasting right now. We are experiencing a crazy heat wave. It's been the whole month of June and it's just been too much. France and the UK have reached 40 degrees Celsius. It has been insane. Here in Italy, it has not gone below 20 degrees at night, which is, again, crazy. So you may be wondering, how exactly have we been surviving our day-to-day lives and how have we been adjusting? Well, in this video, I'm going to share my current heatwave-friendly hair care routine and a couple tips and tricks and life hacks, I guess. So buckle up, and if you are not subscribed already, make sure that you are down below. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to click the little bell icon so that you're notified whenever I next upload a video. And without further ado, let's get into it. This entire video is just going to be me aggressively fanning myself. Also, I couldn't even turn on my big filming lights today because it is just way too hot today. Although technically today is supposed to be slightly cooler because of thunderstorms the other night. Now onto the hair care tips. First things first, if you're going outside, be sure to wear a hat or a scarf to protect your scalp. Really just anything to protect your head from the UV rays, especially if you have darker hair because, you know, darker colors absorb more sun, more heat, overheat, heat stroke, oh no. You've got to be really careful in this heat, I tell you. I mean, granted, you probably shouldn't be outside under the sun during peak hot hours anyway, to be fair. But if you do find yourself outside, like if you are being a tourist and you're out and about the whole day and there's not enough shelter or coverage, or if you need to be standing outside for a long time, and by long time I mean longer than 15 minutes because it is that serious, then definitely do consider wearing at least a scarf or just something to protect your head because you really don't want to risk getting heat stroke in this heat. Next tip is to wear your hair in a loose braid or some other kind of protective hairstyle. I've been doing my hair like this for pretty much this entire past month. You can also do your hair in a loose messy bun if you wanted to, or whatever works for your hair texture that protects your hair. Although again, I will advise if you do wear your hair very braided or like cornrowed or something, definitely wear something to cover your head because again, you don't want to risk getting sunburnt on your scalp or heat stroke, so be careful with that. But yes, I've just been doing a loose braid like this for the last few weeks, last month even. I've been like this during the day, I've been sleeping with it, and while my hair isn't completely up and off my neck like it would be with a bun or if I just tied it in a high ponytail, I find that this is the most gentle on my head, so it's not pulling and I don't get a headache when I already am very prone to headaches with the weather, and it is still less hair on the back of my neck, so a win is a win. And then another underrated, kind of overlooked tip is oiling the ends of your hair before going in water. So again, just putting oil at the ends of your hair before you go outside to prevent heat damage from excess sun exposure, but also before going in water. For example, if you are a fake blonde, or an unnatural dyed blonde, let's say, and you go into a chlorinated pool without oiling the ends of your hair or putting it up properly, your hair is no longer blonde, it is aquamarine. But also if you're someone that likes to swim in the sea and get their head underwater, which I will never do, it's very important to oil the ends of your hair before you go into salt water because salt water can and will absolutely frazzle your hair. A few days ago, I went to the beach and I forgot to oil the ends of my hair and it's looking a little crustier than I like, but that's my mistake. I'll remember for next time though. And it doesn't have to be an expensive hair oil like this. In fact, I would encourage you to use something more cheap like this, drugstore brand, like this Aussie one. Aussie? I never know how to say the name of this brand. Please let me know in the comments. I think I just can't get the accent right. But anyway, oiling the ends of your hair in general is good practice to do whenever you remember. You don't have to do it every single day. You also don't want to oversaturate the ends of your hair. That's very important. And again, it does depend on your hair type as well, how much you want to use and how regularly. But I would definitely say and recommend that before you go in any big body of water, whether it's a chlorinated pool at a hotel or the salty seas, definitely remember to oil the ends of your hair to prevent damage. Next up is leave-in products to avoid having to blow dry your hair as much as possible. As it's been 36 to 38 degrees every single day during the day and 22 degrees at night, you can probably imagine I haven't really had the urge to whip out a hairdryer that often, and you'd be correct. So to minimize using a hairdryer and heat on your hair as much as possible, Of course, because of the heat wave and because of how hot it's been, you really don't want to overheat your small spaces any more than necessary. So if you want to avoid using the hairdryer on your hair as much as possible, like me, I would recommend a good thicker leave-in conditioner or a air dry cream. I believe JVN have a good air dry cream. I've not tested that out myself, but I have heard good things about it. But if you do still want to style and blow dry your hair, like sometimes I do, then I would recommend, again, using a good leave-in product and then just waiting until your hair is about 70 to 80% dry, and then just quick turbo blasting it with a hairdryer with the windows open if you can, so that you don't trap more heat into a confined space. My next advice would be to do a bedding. I'd really recommend focusing on more cooler fabrics. So of course, most people tend to use 100% cotton bed sheets and such, which is pretty normal and fine. I've heard good things about linen bedding, so that's something that you might want to look into, although that tends to be a bit more pricey and I haven't looked as much into that as well myself, but I've heard good things. And if nothing else, then of course a good old silk pillowcase or a silk bonnet, depending on your hair texture, your hair type, and your level of comfort when you want to sleep. And that being said though, I would also combine this tip with the braiding technique as well. So what I mean is, before you go to bed, you braid your hair or you do it in some kind of protective, comfortable hairstyle that suits you, and you pair that with either a silk bonnet or a silk pillowcase so that it doesn't add extra friction to your hair and cause additional damage, and it keeps your skin looking nice and young too. No pillow wrinkles. Ugh. I don't think I was built for extreme temperatures in general. And lastly, I just want to go over a few of the products I've been using recently in my routine. So the first step in my hair care routine in general is always a good double cleanse. And I like to start that with a good apple cider vinegar soak just on my scalp. I really like the applicator of this. You can just shoop, shoop, shoop across your scalp. I've actually gotten quite used to the smell of this now. This is the Breakdown Anti-Flake Scalp Soak from Hello Clean. And this has apple cider vinegar, of course, main ingredient, phytic acid, fermented rice water, and provitamin B5. So it has a lot of good hair growth and scalp-friendly ingredients, and also some hydration in there, which is good. You leave it on for like 5 to 10 minutes before you shower, and then you rinse it off, and that's when the second part of the double cleansing comes in with shampoo. Now I like to alternate a lot between different shampoos, different conditioners, and hair masks once in a while. I do also really like Hello Clean's shampoos, for example the charcoal one and the anti-hair thinning, anti-hair loss, the red one. I alternate between those, but if I want something a little more intensive, then I will usually use the L'Oreal Metal Detox, which is a fantastic detox shampoo, and I definitely recommend that as well. I've gotten into the habit of using a bond repair conditioner or hair mask like every other hair wash now. I've really been enjoying the Redken acidic bonding range. Their conditioner is fantastic. It smells amazing, it's incredible, it really does great things for my hair. But alternatively, for a more drugstore friendly option, I've also used OGX bond repair conditioner as well. I picked this up in January of this year. It smells so nice. It smells like a spa. Yes, this is an 8% bond complex that targets damaged areas of hair for effective bond repair without weighing down. And it's also sulfate free. So if that's something that's important to you, then this might be something you're interested in. I think this is a very good drugstore alternative, budget friendly option if you don't have the budget for things like K18 or Olaplex or Redken even. It basically does the same thing. It's not the exact same kind of formula, and it doesn't quite feel the same after, but it is very similar, and it does still do a very good repairing job. Now for after the shower, when you get out, you of course want to go in with some kind of leave-in conditioner just to really lock in any moisture and hydration. For the slightly more high-end option, I've got the Pureology Color Fanatic spray here, 21 essential benefits it claims. I use this every single time after I get out of the shower and washing my hair. It's really great for detangling your hair, so you really want to saturate it, but not oversaturate it. You just want to spray quite a bit of this, so you can rake your hand through it, or you can use a brush, make sure it's spread out evenly. Now this has 21 claimed benefits apparently, so let's just go through them, shall we? Helps preserve color vibrancy, excellent leave-in conditioner, instantly detangles,
makes blow drying easier, moisturizes parched hair, helps smooth hair fiber, weightlessly conditions, primes hair for styling, helps prevent split ends, helps prevent breakage from brushing and combing, helps strengthen the hair fiber, protects against heat damage, helps protect from external aggressors, smooths out hair surface, creates silkiness, helps seal the hair cuticle, reduces dryness, controls frizz, reduces static, refreshes hair for restyling,
and adds shine. That's a lot of benefits to claim. But yes, this is also a good heat protectant, so that's good before you want to blow dry. And then a more affordable option that I found and actually used for quite a few years in the past, this L'Oreal LV Dream Length Super Blow Dry Cream. So this is a leave-in conditioner cream, can protect your hair from heat damage, and it also claims to have shape memory. So if you blow dry your hair in a particular style, then it's more likely to have that hold. It says it can protect your hair up to 230 degrees Celsius. That's very impressive. It's also good for taming frizz and it also just smells nice. I used to use this whole entire range, their leave-in cream, their shampoo, their conditioner, I think occasionally even hair mask in the past. And yes, it's a very good, affordable drugstore hairline. I really like this range. I haven't used it much in recent years because I have been experimenting with other things, but this specifically I would recommend. And then of course, the very final step is hair oil. So as I mentioned before, something like this Aussie, I don't know how to say it. This brand hair oil is a very good one, or just any drugstore argan oil really, or coconut oil. Or if you have really more damaged hair and you have the budget for it, then the Olaplex No. 7 hair oil, a classic, works beautifully, does its job, does everything it's supposed to, and it is liquid gold. I also love the color of this, like you almost want to drink it. I also love the smell of this. I just love smelling cosmetics. So there you have it. That is how I've been taking care of my hair during this European heatwave. I hope you found some helpful or useful tips in this, and maybe share some of your recommendations down in the comments below. And if you've stuck around until the end, thank you so much for watching and being here. It really means a lot. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to click the little bell icon so that you're notified whenever I next upload a video. In the meantime, however, why don't you check out one of these pieces of content being recommended to you on the screen right now, this video or this playlist, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Wear a hat or a scarf to protect your scalp. Wear a hat or a scarf to protect your scalp. Does my voice sound like that? It can be any hat really, bucket hat, but I've heard good things about full linen